5 years in August I've been running, and it's used vinyl. I don't do new vinyl. It's all used. I've been collecting for over 40 years. I have literally got thousands and thousands of albums, and singles. I've got a 200 square foot storage unit that's rammed. So I cover absolutely every genre you can think of. I mean, from like 50s, 60s, 70s up to the 2000s. I've got comedy, I've got jazz, I've got rock, pop, reggae, punk, everything. And yeah, I seem to cater for all ages, and it's going well. Well, I think I sort of started my shop just about when vinyl started making a comeback. So I really did pick the right time. I wasn't going to. I mean, it was just one of those things. I mean, a friend of mine had got a couple of rooms over a shop and said to me, do you fancy selling your records? And I said, no, not really. And then I went away and had a think, because I'd literally run out of house, honestly. My house was horrific. So I said, yeah, I'll give it a go. And I've never looked back. But now I've got my own little shop. I moved into the arcade here just under 3 years ago. Yeah, crikey, that's gone quick. So I've got my own little shop, and yeah, the resurgence has helped enormously. A couple of years ago, my daughter bought me a page a day pop quiz calendar, and I started sharing it with my customers every single day. I put the quiz on, put answers will be revealed tomorrow. So I carried on doing that all through lockdown. I took it home and we did it through lockdown. And to be honest, a lot of people said they were so excited. There wasn't really much going on in the world. So they said they were really excited every day to sort of see my quiz and get the answer. So that was one way I kept contact. And then literally just posting photographs of, well, I mean, I'd look up online whose birthday it was, and, you know, famous birthday or whatever. And I did a couple of videos at home to let people know that I was still prepping vinyl ready for, you know, the big reopening. And yeah, just social media, really. Amazing. Because what I started to do is I decided when I reopened, I'd do an appointment system, you know, made people feel safe. I've got a sanitizing station out the front of the shop where you can help yourself to a pair of gloves, a mask. Everybody that comes in now needs to wear gloves, because obviously it's a touchy-feely shop. People pick them up, put them down. So yeah, and I've been overwhelmed with appointments. There was days when I couldn't even, I'd got too many people. So yeah, it's great. But the surprise is there's so many young people now. And when I say young people, I'm talking like 12 years of age and upwards, coming in with the parents, and they're actually walking around choosing their own records. You know, it used to be where they'd come in with the parents and they'd be on the phone like texting people because they weren't interested, but now they're actually interested. I think a lot of people have gone up lofts during lockdown. They've got the players down, the records down, and started sort of, well, obviously people have interacted more as a family, I think, during lockdown. And then the kids have got to see, this is what, you know, mum and dad did all those years ago, and we enjoyed it. Now you try it. And that's worked. I really think that's worked. The very first day I reopened after lockdown, what I did, I asked customers if I could take a photograph of them holding up their records, what they'd bought, and I put it on Facebook. I was only going to do that for the very first day. And then people absolutely loved it. They thought it was fantastic. So they've asked me to carry on. So right up until this day, when they come in, I say, would you like a photograph? Oh, yes, please. In fact, I've had somebody come in and say, I've only come in today because I want a photograph for Facebook. So they hold the records up, I take the photographs, and then it creates lots of conversations. We've got lots of little independent shops in Rugby Town. And yeah, we sell stuff. I mean, like secondhand vinyl, you can't really, I know you can go to places like eBay and Discogs and what have you, but vinyl, you need to pick it up, you need to touch it, you need to take it out the sleeve, look at it, you know, just, you know, see what condition it's in. And that's the sort of thing, in my own opinion, that you need to come into independent shops to do. Yes, you can buy it online, but at the end of the day, you can only, you get what you get, and you don't really know until you've opened it up what it's going to be like. But yeah, independent shops, we really need the support, because town centres are dying off. And if we don't get the support, we're going to be lost. And it is literally a case of use us or lose us. I think the optimistic thing at the moment is, like I said earlier, the youngsters. I mean, there's so many young people now into vinyl, and they're coming in and they are looking for the classics. They're looking for also, but yeah, they're getting excited. They're going out buying new turntables, and they're starting to do what we used to do. They go, you know, buy the vinyl, go around the friend's house, groups of them, and they're sitting sharing it, because vinyl is not just about the music, it's the whole package. You've got the sleeves, the artwork, lyric sheets, you got all those, and it's starting to be a thing now. It's an enjoyment again. It's sort of, people are starting to, reminisce, and then say the youngsters are now getting into it and following in the parents' footsteps. And yeah, I'm very optimistic that it's not all about digital downloads now. They're looking beyond that. We've got Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, any of those. I mean, if you type me into Google, it'll come up just for the record shop. You'll find me there.